Ladies and gentlemen, and assassins around the world, welcome to another video. Today we are going to break down the three most recent weapons that have been added to Assassin's Creed Rebellion. Today we got a new weapon which was for Saeed and Isaac. Not really going to use it on Isaac, he's got his own legendary weapon, but I thought why not do a video combining all three of them together and see how they make these heroes now viable. So we're going to break down the weapons just before we go into combat. We're going to take them into Story 27. Spoilers alert, they're not now all of a sudden going to be able to solo Story 27 or 28 just because they've been given a new weapon. But does it make the hero more viable? So we're going to find out. So first of all, let's have a look at Saeed's weapon. It was released today. So if we go to his gear, the Malevolence, if that's how I pronounce it, Malevolence, sounds like Magnificent. Right, he used to be able to equip the Myrmidon Spear. As you can see, massive, well not massive, but a nice bump in your attack power, so or weapon damage. So that's nice off the bat. So if we inspect the weapon, weapon damage 2.4 to 2.5k, always nice. Weapon speed 1.4, standard really for a spear. Attack plus 20. I'd like to have seen that a little bit more, like just even 40 would have been nice. It gives you a little health buff, critical chance and bonuses at 10%. Your dodge goes up to 15%, well added 15%, and lethality is increased by 70, which is always nice because it obviously is designed for an assassin. So the fact that it does increase their lethality is really nice, and it gives you an extra assassination charge. So that's a really nice weapon. So it's going to make a bit of a difference for Saeed, especially being able to hit multiple enemies. It's going to be a nice time. So the second one that was released, like before Saeed's, was the Cleric Battle Mace for Aleski. So let's have a look at his 2.7 to 3k damage, always nice, same weapon speed. Attack and defense have got a nice little increase, gives you a nice little health bonus, 40% crit bonus and only a 4% miss chance, so you're going to miss less with this weapon. Also got a nice little perk where it increases vitality to improve your overall health. So health is permanently increased by 10%. Always nice, gives you a little health buff just for holding the weapon. And last but not least is Goof Laugher with the Skyhook. So let's have a little look at this. Right, weapon damage 2.4 to 2.5k. Again, same as the other one. Nice damage. Weapon speed, again, it's a spear, so it's going to be at 1.5. Gives you a little health increase, no attack bonus or anything like that, but it does increase your crit chance and your dodge. Also improves his agility. Why? He's a free runner, so it just helps him navigate the map that little bit better, and his miss chances at 5%. So we're going to take these three heroes into a mission and just see how they get on. It says low power score. I've not got elite training in them. It doesn't matter. We are basically just here to see how they play. So I'm going to turn the game sound back on because I hate the whirring noise while I'm trying to talk. Even though you'd probably enjoy it because it'd probably drown me out. But it's my video and I'll do what I want. Right. So first of all, we're going to take in Aleski. Put in here. Right, we're going to activate this ability here because he actually heals off of it once he starts hitting people. So let's hit this attack. 3k damage plus stunned him, not too bad. We've lowered that fella's attack as well, which is quite nice. And we're going to town and he's done him. Done him fairly easily here. Right, now this is Saeed territory. Now, these checks have massively improved. His lethality is now decent. For Story 27, without any elite training, this is a nice buff. This really is a nice buff. So, more or less guaranteed to assassinate them. We're not going to do that. We're going to go in and hit them. Why? Because we want to test the weapon. So right, here's the area of effect damage. So strikes all enemies in front of the hero for 90% damage and increases crit chance by 20%. So let's ping this off into the two enemies. Right, so when it crits, it does 3.2k, which isn't bad. It's a little chunk out, but again, with the Myrmidon Spear, you do get a little bit of a health buff back. But at the same time, you do gain a lot more off this weapon. Plus, it just looks sick. It honestly looks like a trident. It probably is a trident. He's dodged. That's the weapon obviously come into effect. We can now get our area of effect hit off again. Didn't crit. Didn't do much damage. 17k, 1700 damage isn't the best. He's only hitting for 15, between 17 and 15k without critting, which isn't the best. get that off, and that was a 2k hit. So overall, not amazing. He's not exactly the hardest hitting hero in the world. Obviously, for campaigns and things like that, it is going to make him more useful. Oh, he's well done, Goof Laugher. Right, so let's see what his weapon does. Right, lowered their attack speed. Nice damage, more than Saeed actually. Yeah, averaging just a little bit more than Saeed. He hasn't crit yet. We should have slowed him down, but that didn't really look like. It does say, yeah, it slows the enemy's attack speed by 35%. Well, that ain't really slowed him much down. He still whacked us a fair bit. But Goof Laugher did it. Now, as you can see up here, 95% free run check. Always nice. Great ability to have. And, yeah, he's going to absolutely murder this. With his weapon, you get an extra free run charge. So he's at 7 now. And plus, I think it's the boots do this for you. So, that's just phenomenal. So we'll slow this enemy down again. Not that it's really doing much in all fairness, but we crit, and what a nice bit of damage that was. That was phenomenal. Right, so Goof Laugher's done it. Right, let's take Saeed in here again. Should we take him in here? No, let's take him down here because he's got a 95% chance to assassinate everybody. So let's do that. Why not? Right, so bang. In the bin. See you later. Hopefully we get this assassination off, because if we don't, it's going to be a bad time. And he's done it. Right, let's take Goof Laugher into here. We'll get his first aid going. Probably should have activated that beforehand, but it doesn't matter. Right, we are going to increase his agility, because that's what Saeed does. So now we've got an 88% chance to get through this, which is very nice. And he's done it. Right, well, slowing this enemy down and dodging is phenomenal. Missing isn't the best, in all fairness, but he shouldn't hit us as much because we have slowed him, and it takes quite a while to hit us, but he's still getting a hit off every 2-1 of ours. So I don't get really how that slowed him, in all fairness, but it didn't. And now Goof Laugher's got to get across this. Right, so let's go across here. Right, so Goof Laugher's done it. Right, we have got 2 very, very hard enemies in here, and I'm going to take Aleski in. Should I take Aleski in? No, I'm not going to take Aleski in. I'm going to heal Saeed. We'll show case Aleski off a little bit. Critical heal, always nice. Right, so let's get this in. Please come running over. Yep, he's come running over. Crit the fella behind. We're not going to do much damage to this fella though, because he's just so beefy. But we're dodging, which is nice. So we've nearly taken the fella out at the back without even having him step up to the fight, and we have. So we cleared that, so that was a good effort by Saeed. Let's turn the speed down a little bit. Right, so here's Aleski. Let's do this. Bang. So 2k isn't bad. 2k damage off the bat isn't bad. Let's get this off and stun him. Takes a little bit of a whack, but we've got him down. Now, I used Aleski in a campaign, but that was before the campaign was nerfed, and we took a beating. He's not great against massive enemies. These don't hit anywhere near as hard as the campaign enemies do. So it does suit him a little bit better. But if you wanted to take him into a low... Well, now you could probably take him into a high mission campaign because... Well, you just could, because he's just... Like, they're easy. Long and short of it. But Aleski's not too bad now. He's got a nice healing ability, which is always nice. And the fact that he's now got a T5 weapon just means you can spread the workload along. You just see him crit for 5k damage there. I love the fact that the healer is doing more damage than the assassin. But, you know, it's Assassin's Creed. So, all in all, he's decent. I do like him. Could Goof Laugher take his... He might die. Oh, if he dies, he dies. Said Ivan Drago in Rocky 4. So right, let's do this. Let's just see if his dodge comes to fruition. If he dies, it doesn't matter. We ain't going to lose anything, are we? He might be able to survive, but he didn't. But he still hits decent. For a common hero, you can't really moan, to be fair to you. We might as well send Aleski in to clear this up. He's still slowed. Don't think that's going to make much of a difference. He got initiative. Now he's hitting a little bit harder, but it shouldn't be a problem for Aleski. And down he goes. So there you go. They're the 3 heroes in action with their new weapons. All in all, I think that they are it's obviously made them better. You know, let's not pull any punches about that. You then being able to use a T5 weapon instead of a T4 weapon automatically makes them better. But the weapons are quite nicely rounded off. It improves what they're good at and just makes them a little bit better at it. Makes them more viable for campaigns, makes them more viable for bringing into missions as well, but I still wouldn't rely on these heroes. Hope you've all voted for the Darius legendary weapon. It was between him or Lupo, but I went with Darius because I think Darius with a legendary weapon could be just ridiculous. So there you go. So hopefully they're going to bring more weapons to the game. We still need one for Malik, among others. Grazia, the new hero, need one for her, amongst many others. So I really do hope that they continue this pace and just start giving us the T5 weapons, because it makes a huge difference to the heroes. It really does. It just makes them so much more viable. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, Assassins. I will see you in the next one. I hope you all stay safe. I hope you all look after yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and good night.